EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check back.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, Whitlock. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. Whitlock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Value 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll get this one to come complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
120. Hey, they're scared. 14. Hey, box truck. They can't hang with us.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the 50, it's gone. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, you.
On second down, it's Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. This is Gabriel out on the left side. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 3. And he is is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that would take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Switch. Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun, Whitlock, and he's going to go down again. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
58, right?
A shotgun snap for Gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Whitlock, the screen pass here to Cohen. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. Whitlock. And that's incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Check 31, 36. Now.
From the gun, Whitlock. This one into the hands of Burton. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54.
They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Fighting through, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, kill.
To throw is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
20.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, Whitlock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Whitlock. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on third down, Whitlock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now gone. That'll be caught by Cup. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. 180.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
DC.
On first and 10, Goff. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's got to be a long day. Switch.
Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Second down, it's Henderson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No. Chase don't travel.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Get ready.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Cohen. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set. 70. Indy. Go.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, Whitlock. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
80 weapon.
Goff now looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. Escapes the defender, and now running right through it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Go, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Whitlock nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On third down, Whitlock finding Gabriel, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller. 48 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule, What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitlock. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
94. 54. Right here. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. Whitlock. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
64,
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Hey, Echo. Listen.
3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Like 20.
58, come on. Come on, D. 58.
Back to throw. Goff. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down now, it's Henderson, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Motion, motion, motion.
On 4th down, Goff. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll run with Henderson. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
58's the mark. 58's the mark.
Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 37. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, Charlie. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 19 yards away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
45.
Throwing again is Goff. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go back to Grant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. All day, every day, any day. 58's the money. 58's the money. Check Mike. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 58's Mike. Let's go, D. Right
here. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Goff on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Value 3, value 3. Hold on. Check.
Again, Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. To the air again, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45 to Mike, 45. Super 66. You better be.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
30 base.
Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
5.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.